Good day, folks. Welcome to another session. And today we are here with Khurram Khan. He is a mechanical engineer by profession, and he's been here in Canada for the last 20 years. And we will have a little bit of insight from him as to how he has seen this journey of his in the lab. Thank you for joining us today, Khurram. And can we get started off by telling us a little bit about yourself first?
My name is Khurram Khan, and I moved to Canada 19 years back in 2000. I came here to study, doing my master's, but I got immigration as well because it was cheaper for me to get immigration at the time. And then I did my master's and got a job in 2003 in nuclear industry. And since for last 16 years, I've been in nuclear industry in different roles. I did MBA in parallel as well and part-time. Finished that in 2014. I moved into consulting position now and work in Toronto for a company as a consultant in nuclear industry.
It's interesting. After doing your mechanical engineering, you did your MBA. What do you see the value add in that?
So it was more like a personal thing for me, like kind of made a goal to do like a 1 degree per decade there kind of stuff. So I didn't really want looking for change a career or something, but for me it's more like learning other parts of the business and eventually moving into management. But dude, I kept it very generic. Like I didn't do any finance or try to change my career, just to enhance my career, knowing the finance and other accounting stuff myself. It worked out well. Eventually, I decided not to move into management and become more like a technical specialist. And I still see a lot of value of MBA in my personal life and in understanding the business area, which is helping me out with my job as well. So
nice. So given you moved back 19 years, and then I'm sure people reach out to you and they ask you, okay, how can I get into the mechanical engineering field now? What differences do you see that have evolved in the last 19 years and how things are now?
Big issues there. Like when I came in, I was pretty young, and there was not much guidance for me personally. I had an uncle here, and that's all. Now I see like a lot of people have moved in here and in good positions there. Previously, just people saw some Pakistani here in subway or anywhere, but now you see them in good positions. So there's a lot of networking opportunities right now compared to before. In diverse careers people have, so you can actually find somebody very close to what you're planning to do very more easily than before, right? So it is different, and that's a very excellent opportunity. It was never LinkedIn when I came in. That's a big thing, and then people have more knowledge of where to go, meet people who are hiring and stuff like that. So it's different. It's much easier right now than before. Yeah.
Do you feel too much information is also not good? Sometimes if you have less information, you have a clear path in front of you.
No, I mean, I think if you have made it to Canada, you have good mental judgment on what is good, useful information versus not unuseful. I don't think we're talking about like illiterate or people here. Everybody's like come here on some sort of with professional degrees and stuff like that. They would know how to synthesize the information.
So since you've been successful in your career in the last 19 years there, what is the advice that you would give to those people who are seeking positions and who are also currently just starting off in their positions?
Like, but everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses, but like for me, the biggest thing which I learned through is to get into the job market is like have confidence in what yourself and what you have, what you know. I mean, you come here, you mean to know something. That's why you're here, right? So that just go by your strength, have confidence when you meet people, when you network, when you do interviews. Be confident about yourself in your skills and all that stuff. Somebody who has a job here doesn't mean that he knows more than you. It's just a matter of time if you will be on the other side, and so just be confident about it. Most of the interviews here and the positions, they will ask behavioral questions. They're not expecting you to be a rocket scientist there, as long as you know how to bridge your skills to the skill set they are looking for, which is very rare here to find a exact batch in the Canadian market. So don't worry about that part. Do the networking, apply to as many positions as you can, try to bridge the gap in terms of your skills and stuff like that during conversations and stuff like that. I think that confidence and perseverance, never give up. You will find a job eventually.
Yeah, perfect.
You will not find a job if you give up.
No, true. And just in the interest of time, one last question. You have a good financial sense you've built up, not to go into details of that, but what is your advice to people over the course of years? How should they, like any personal advice that you want to give in that space?
Financially, like I think you need to look after your finances. Like when we came here, like I mean there was like credit cards and all that other stuff which we do not have exposure to in Pakistan, and you can easily get carried away with all these extra opportunities to shop around and stuff like that. So just make sure you're on your budget. Do your budgeting yourself. And make sure that you control your finances. I mean, there are opportunities to do that as well. So keep on touch in there, because if finances run out of your hand, and you may not be looking for a job anymore.
True. Well, thank you so much, Khurram. This has been very helpful, and I'm sure the people who will watch this will be able to benefit. And thank you for your time today.
Thank you.